Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe.
I'm Diana.
And we are the Sicily Adventure, at least for right now. So big news, stay tuned till the end of the video to see what's happening. This is going to be probably about 10 culture shocks if you're coming to Sicily, and some things we've dealt with, and are we even going to still be in Sicily? So stay tuned, see what's happening. So we may or may not be here tomorrow. So first off, some culture shocks is the stores close at midday. So that's usually southern Italy and Sicily for sure. They do the pranzo, pazzo, or pazzo pranza, basically siesta. At 1:30 to 4:30, grocery stores are closed. Almost all stores are closed. The only thing open is usually like a little cafes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to be prepared for that. You can't just run out and get whatever you need.
Yeah. Be sure and have plenty of toilet paper.
Yeah. And a lot of times on Sundays, they're closed.
Yeah. Sicily closes at I think 1:30. So after that, you're SOL.
Yeah. So that can be a big change, and not used to just going out and get what you want, and you can't just get everything in one store. Grocery stores don't carry everything. You may have to go to the pharmacy or wherever else. It's not like Walmart.
Okay. So the second thing is when you go to these fruit markets, you don't just touch the vegetables. There may not be signs, but it's well known. You don't touch it. They go, you tell them what you want, and they go and look at the vegetable, make sure or the fruit, make sure it's good, and that sometimes they'll hand it to you, like look it over. Yeah, I'll take that, put it in the bag. Some grocery stores may have gloves that you'll put on and then touch the vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, the bigger stores will have where you actually get it and weigh it. It'll print a ticket, price and everything on it.
And I think it was this way even before COVID, so that's nothing new for Italians.
Yeah, exactly. But the smaller grocery stores like we have, as soon as you walk in, it's the fruit and vegetables are right there, and the guy will greet you and he'll say, "Dimmi," basically, tell me what do you want, and like I said, they get it for you. Third thing is weather. So, you're new to the channel or don't know us, we come from Missouri, right in the middle of the United States. A lot of humidity there. It's not as bad as other places in the United States, but it gets hot.
Yeah, hot summers.
And before we came, we looked at the weather apps. Oh, what's the humidity compared to home? And when you get here, I've learned there's different climates. Here in Sicily, you're in a Mediterranean climate. Where we was at in Missouri was like a subtropical climate. So 80 degrees here is different than 80 degrees there, somewhere else. I know we went to Florida or Alabama in the summer, and you get 80% humidity and you just die. You can't breathe. But here, it's strange. It'll say 75% humidity, and it's like, it feels cooler than when the humidity is low.
When there's a lot of humidity in the air, my hair gets curly, kinky, frizzy. So of course that's happening here, but I can't pinpoint at what humidity does it start happening here. So it's definitely it's a learning curve that we're still trying to figure out.
Yeah, it's odd. It's hotter in the morning. As soon as the sun comes up, it's hot. We'll go for a walk, and it's not too bad, but we'll get sweaty, and it's like, okay, it's hot. But in the evenings, like now, as soon as the sun starts going down, it's and a little breeze. it's nice. Even right now at the end of July, it's cool. And
All right, number 4. Meal times here in Sicily are late.
yeah,
Very late. Like, you can get a reservation at 8:30 and you're probably going to be the only person in the restaurant.
yeah.
They don't start filling up till 10 at night. So that's a big change.
Yeah, we've tried to adjust. We've eaten lunch later. You know, lunch is usually 1, 2 o'clock, and dinner, like I said, by 8:30's kind of the start. That's when we kind of go. And we get there at 8:30, and there's some people, but by 9 you start getting a little more, and 10 it's. Of course, we're in a beach town, and so they're at the beach all day long, and then probably go home and rest and clean up. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when it cools down, they come out and eat. So number 5 is the dress. How to dress. You've all probably heard this in Italy. Everybody dresses nicer, and that's true. Where we're at in Sicily, southern Italy, is not as fancy as, say, Florence, but there still is people that do dress nice when you go out. And the young girls, they look nice, but theirs is usually a black top and jean shorts.
Yeah, teenagers definitely. That's their dress code. Women, it's dresses, heels, and for men, what we've seen is shorts and a t-shirt. Sometimes a
lot of men,
nicer shirt, but it's very relaxed here.
Yeah, since we're in a beach town, it's more relaxed. They're here, they're on vacation, so they're relaxed. You do see people wearing flip-flops. Usually in Italy, you don't. You know, if you're in Florence, do not walk around wearing flip-flops or sandals. So I think that's about it on dress. You do want to dress nice.
Number 6. So this has to do with at the bars or restaurants. When you order a Coke, you're not going to get a glass with ice and a fountain drink. You're going to get a can of Coke, and you may get a glass, but there's no ice. You can ask for ice, but it's not a given that's how it's going to come. There's no fountains that you go up and fill your own pop. That's not a thing here in Italy. There's no refills. So if you order a Coke, you want another one, you're paying twice.
So, number 7. This is one. It's almost like politics. You get people on both sides, but it's the tipping. I think the tipping culture in the U.S. has gotten out of hand with the, you know, you go to McDonald's and you just go up and order and they expect a tip now. It's getting crazy. So here, there is no tipping. If it's exceptional and you want to, maybe give €1 or something, nothing extreme. They really don't want to get in that tipping culture. So.
And also on your ticket, there's going to be a charge per person that's already figured in. It's at €1 or €2.
Yeah.
It's the coperto, so that's really to cover.
Yeah, and usually, sometimes if you go to a bar, which is like a cafe, if you just go to the counter and drink your espresso or your cappuccino, you don't get charged a coperto. But if you sit down at a table, then they'll charge you. Restaurants will charge you a coperto for each person. So, like I said, it's a couple of dollars. So they're getting a little extra.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tip.
Next one is not saying thank you all the time. The waiter brings a plate. The waiter brings your silverware. They they don't expect a thank you every time they do something, which is different for us.
Yeah, I mean, we're all from the States. You're raised, of course, in the Midwest where we are from. It's, you're taught say thank you and please and all the time. Well, here in Italy, it's if you say it too much, it becomes not so genuine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
You don't say thank you all the time. We're always helpful. When we go to restaurants, we'll stack our plates, and of course in the States, the waitresses appreciate that. Well, little cafe we go to all the time, and friends with the owners, I would always take our plates and I'd take it up to the counter for them, and I'd throw our trash away. And, one time I did it, and the owner, he was there by himself, and he grabbed them from me and he said, "Oh, that's my job." And I said, "Auto, I'm trying to help." And he said, "Help? No, that's my job." He almost got offended that I was doing his job. So
Yeah.
some of the stuff like that, saying thank you all the time, it's just.
So the next thing is the doors in places over here, like your B&B or your hotel. You put the key in and unlocks it. You take the key out, you're in your room, and you go to leave. If you don't have that set of keys with you and you walk out that door, you're locked out automatically.
The doors lock when you walk out. I don't think there's any way to undo that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's no bolt on the back. I don't know. But anyway, take your keys with you when you walk out the door.
Always have your keys with you. And I think that's been pretty much everywhere in Italy that we've been.
Yeah.
It's been like that.
Yeah.
And so number 10 is restaurants. So some more things about the restaurants. When you're done eating, you're going to have to ask for the check. They're not going to rush you out. And you have the table, it's for the night. They don't expect you to hurry up and eat so they can get the next customers in. So you're going to have to say, "Posso avere il conto, per favore?" Can I have the bill, please? And they'll bring it. And you may have to ask them a couple of times to get it. Other things, if there's several waiters, waitresses, you just ask one of them for something. If you need something, they're not going to come up and bug you all the time. You can grab any of them and say, "Hey, will you get me some more bread?" or "Can I have this?"
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have a set amount of tables like in the United States. Like, they kind of all work together as a team, which is incredible, I think.
Which it's, like a profession here, which I know in the States it's a profession, but they're more professional. It's their job, to serve you, basically. That's what they're there for. That's what, going back to saying the thank you all the time, if you're having dinner, they're not there to interrupt you. You should just keep going with your conversation and talking, and they bring your food, bring your whatever. They're basically there to serve you.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been surprised. Like, I'll have used my knife with an appetizer and put it on the plate, and they take it off, and we're talking, enjoying the night, and I look over, and they brought me another knife. I never even asked for it, and they just know to bring you another one. Unlike in the U.S., I feel like the kids, they don't care.
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to the tipping thing there. They expect 15 or 20% tip now, no matter what, really, the service. I mean, so there's really no incentive for them to do a good job. But anyway.
So
a little bonus, we'll give you 11 shocks. and this is more for southern Italy, Sicily specifically, is the language. You should know some Italian if you come here, because the first time we went to Palermo and ate in a restaurant, and the waiters, they might have one person that kind of spoke broken English.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was.
Yeah. And you had a pretty good base, so you were able to communicate and get our needs
Yeah.
met. And but yeah, you're gonna have to do some research and some learning on
Get used to-
Duolingo or.
Yeah, using your Google Translate.
Yeah.
Be ready with it. So you do find out later on, once you kind of get to know some of them, or like we go in the grocery store quite often and they see us, then some English words do kind of start coming out with them. So they do know some. I don't think they like speaking it because they don't speak it all the time.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're coming to Sicily, I would try and learn some basics. So, what's happening with the channel? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna be in Sicily?
Our bags are packed.
Yeah, we're checking out tomorrow. We got a flight at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. Palermo to Rome to. Stay tuned.
Should we tell them where we're going?
No, they're gonna have to check the next video.
Okay. I guess you heard it from Nona's Boca, Grandma's mouth. Stay tuned and see where we're going. Hopefully we'll have a video up soon to let you know. And milestone, we would like to get to 500 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting close. That'd be a nice milestone for us, just to see a nice round 500.
Like, subscribe, share, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Hopefully this video is not too boring for you. Hopefully you stay tuned till the end. So if you didn't like it, go ahead and comment. It probably helps the channel. So thank you.
Thank you guys.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.